Subconscious mind and a conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is very, very powerful, and your conscious mind is very clever. So I remember someone telling me in life you have mentors and others are called reverse mentors. Do you think you'll be watching a YouTube channel? Can you tag in?
Tagging on my YouTube, I'll be like, it's techno.
Censor that too, please.
No, everything is going on.
Tony, climbing, going up in career is not necessarily like climbing a ladder. It's like rock climbing.
Hi guys, good evening. It's evening over here and welcome back to my videos. So today I am in Dubai Marina with my, I want to say she's my motivation, but I also want to consider her as a friend. So with my friend, but someone who really inspires me, like she's one H of a girl boss. So like
you think?
She's a top level manager and her job involves training managers and leaders. And then she gets to travel around the world. You should check her Instagram. Every time I see one post, I'm like, what country are you now? Poland. Okay, Switzerland. Okay, Hungary. It's like she's everywhere. She travels all over the world. So she has a wealth of experience. She's been up the corporate ladder. She knows what it is. And she's going to be giving us some, I was going to say you're going to be giving us some tea, but I don't have tea. You're going to be giving us some water.
Yes, because it's very healthy to drink this tea.
You know. And of course, like you guys know how I do my question and answer session, but this one is going to be like a little bit more playful and fun and chill and subtle. And the title we're going for today is how to be a girl boss like Darshini. So don't pause, don't stop, because you're going to learn a lot from my girl.
Stay with me, baby, me, I feel me, see like me.
So Darshini,
no pressure. No pressure.
And she gave me this necklace. Isn't it so cute and African? Any hoosies, poozies?
I'm tearing because I'm so sensitive.
Oh.
So overwhelmed. The fact that you flew all the way.
I know.
All the way from Rock.
I flew all the way from Rock. For this video. Okay, so do you want to add anything to my introduction of you?
I don't think I can beat that. You just said all the awesome stuff about me. If I did, I wouldn't do any justice. So yeah, I'll let you blow my own trumpet.
Oh my gosh, she sounds so Shakespearean now, even I'm like blown away. Okay, so Darshini, my first question for you is, tell me 5 things that you did or are doing to be a girl boss. You know, it's funny when I chose this topic, like I was thinking of the topic girl boss and I was like, when I told you we're going to do a video, I was like, oh, we're going to do a topic and I'm going to call it girl boss. And then I went to my friend's apartment and she gave me a book titled Girl Boss. I'm like, oh, the universe is speaking, so this is perfect. So like, you have to tell me, because even I want to know, not just my audience.
Okay.
Not just my beauty family. So tell us, what's the number 1 thing you did or are doing to be a girl boss?
You know what's funny? I still don't consider myself as a girl boss. I know I've done so much and I acknowledge that, but I feel like there's still a lot more to go. Nevertheless, how did I get here? 5 things, let me think off my head. The first thing I always say is have passion. Have passion for whatever it is you're doing. There are a lot of times people are going to say you're emotional. You just tell them, screw it, I'm still passionate about it. Do not listen to what they have to say about you being emotional, because passion sometimes can be looked at as you being emotional. That's 1. 2, have a plan, have a goal and have a plan towards your goal. Because if you just have a goal and you don't have a plan, it's technically a wish. So it doesn't make sense if you have a plan, a goal without a plan.
So you always set goals at every like step in your life, like every...
So there is a story about goal, okay? So back in 2008, I had a training manager, a mentor, who then told me that I should write what I want to be every 2 years in a piece of paper, because eventually I will reach there. And I'm like, what? So by writing, I'll get there? He was like, yeah, do it. And I'm one person who will never take anything on a face value. I'm one person who would be like, I'll take everything with a pinch of salt. But then he kept on going at it with me, and then I was like one day going, okay, I heard you. I'm gonna do it, I heard you. So what I did is I wrote, I think it was, yeah, that was 2009. So 2009, I wrote that I was a assistant training manager, HR manager. And then I wrote, okay, after that, I want to be a training manager 2 years from there. And then after that, I want to be a cluster training manager 2 years. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then it goes on and on until 2020, I wanted to be a regional learning manager. What's ironic is, I was packing up my bags in Seychelles in 2013 and I stumbled upon this piece of paper.
Whoa.
And when I looked at the piece of paper, I was like, oh my god.
Oh wow.
And that was 2013, and my piece of paper, I wrote there 2014 14, I wanted to be a cluster training manager, and I was actually a cluster training manager way before that. And 2013, I was leaving from the island to come to Abu Dhabi, and that's when I realized, holy shit,
It did work.
no,
I'm not.
holy woo! I always believe that you should write it out, because that was a proof that it actually did work. Because you have a subconscious mind and a conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is very, very powerful, and your conscious mind is very clever. And you know what's the other thing? Your mirror, you always look at it in the morning, right?
Yeah.
That could be your wish board. Write all your goals in the mirror. Every morning you're brushing your teeth, you can see it staring back at you.
Okay, that is so good. Like, wow.
That's number 2, right?
I'm gonna try that for sure.
What's number 3? Dedication and determination. Edit your focus. So if you have your goal, you have your plan, stick at it. Don't let anybody tell you that's not the right thing for you.
Don't get sidelined.
Yeah, don't just stick right at it. I remember 5 years ago, I was dreaming about the job I'm doing right now. I was told by someone that they were looking for a male candidate for Saudi. Hence, I didn't apply when the role came available. And then 2 years down the line, when the role came available, I was told the same thing again, and I was like, okay, but I'm telling you that I applied. If they want a male candidate for Saudi, they can tell that to my face.
Ooh.
I was like, I'm not gonna hear it from anybody else. If that's what I want, I'm just gonna go for it. And I got interviewed, and 5 interviews later, I'm not sure if they were not convinced with me, but never mind. 5 interviews later, the best thing happened on the 30th of Jan. It was Friday the 13th. The best thing that ever happened on Friday the 13th, 2007.
And today is Friday the 13th.
I know, right? So ironic. Spooky. But anyway, I had an interview with the Vice President of Learning and Development, and then 1 week later, they told me I got the job. And guess what? I went to Saudi. I have got assignments in Congo, in Rwanda.
She's such an African, by the way. Oh my God! Can you see all this African stuff? And my neck fell.
Yeah.
My neck.
And she also see my African clothes there.
Yeah, like she's our sister.
Yeah.
You're originally from Malaysia, but she's originally from Malaysia, but she's
I have everything African in me. Sorry.
Yeah, she's.
Censor that too, please.
No, everything is going on.
So the 4th tip is, no matter how far you go and how far you go in your career, remember one thing: to always stay humble. Stay humble. Remember where you came from. Remember the struggles. Really stay humble at all times.
I like that. Like, don't let how far you think you have gone kind of get to your head. Because another thing with that is, once it gets to your head, then you sort of you tend to become complacent and relaxed, because you feel like, I have arrived, like I am all that and all that. So I think I really like this staying humble.
And also the fact that when you're staying humble, you remember the purpose you are on earth. Like for me, I tell myself every day is an opportunity to create that little piece to my legacy masterpiece. Like every day is
she's
like,
so deep.
No, but seriously, every day is like an opportunity. So for me, every day I'm like, hey, that's another day to set things right.
I love that, actually.
My 5th one is, not because of the job that I'm doing, but I always think when you stop learning, you stop reading. So if you are one person who don't like reading books, then you know what? Listen to people like, I don't know, my favorite ones are Robin Sharma and Trevor Noah. So different, right? But yes.
Yeah, so different.
But I'm in love with Trevor Noah. I even have his book. See? And this is actually...
Can I read?
Yes, you can. This is gone. Keep going.
I'm gonna read it.
No, this is a really, really good book. And my other 2 favorite books is actually one by I don't know how this is called. Because it's a bookmark and there was money inside, and I used that as a bookmark, so I encouraged myself to finish reading. We divert the conversation, but
exactly.
It's okay. But two more. Can I just tell you my 2 favorite other books?
Yes.
One is by Chimamanda Adichie.
Chimamanda! I love her books. I love Half of a Yellow Sun.
Okay, so
such a good read.
My favorite book that she's written is called Americana.
So
that's really good. And the other one, so you know how when you watch movies, some of you cry at the ending because it's sad. That never happens for me when I read a book until I read this book. It is called When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanidi. And that book got me sobbing like a baby at the end. Yeah, but it's a really good book though.
I'll have to look for it. Do you have it?
Yeah, but maybe when you finish that book and give me back that book, then I'll give you the other.
Just give me so I can just plan it out and then finish reading everything. I mean, you're traveling again.
Yeah, but I'm a bit protective of my book. Sorry. Sorry. I remember someone telling me in life you have mentors and others are called reverse mentors. So when you have a boss and you cannot stand your boss, remember he's a reverse mentor because he's teaching you the kind of
What not to do.
You should not be at his expenses. So
true. What is the best advice you have ever received?
The best advice I've ever received when someone told me climbing, going up in career is not necessarily like climbing a ladder. It's like rock climbing. Sometimes you need to get back down to find a much solid ground to get up a lot higher. So yes, it's not always climbing a ladder. It's basically like rock climbing. So every time I do my rock climbing, I think about that.
How are you so deep? Like, what demotivates you?
Oh, I love this question. Okay, so the stereotype people have about me. So, the minute I open my mouth, that stereotype just goes away.
To prove them wrong.
Exactly. So what I like about it now, though, I'm glad they have that because it doesn't take a lot to impress them. Because whatever I say, they're like, oh my god.
True. What's your closing word of inspiration and to my YouTube family out there, like something to ginger? In Nigeria, we don't say to inspire, we say ginger. So give us some ginger. What to be ginger this night?
Ginger? As in ginger, the ginger you eat?
No, like.
So the one thing I want to tell you is always remember you can never pour from an empty jug. What I'm trying to say here is always do
How deep is she though?
No, but always do you love yourself first. Remember, you cannot give what you do not have. So if someone's gonna tell you you're being selfish, forget it. Like, screw them. I'm sorry. You can censor that again. But my point is, fill your jug first before anyone else. It is okay to live a selfish life. You cannot give what you don't have. So love you first. Do you first before anything else.
So baby, you should go and love yourself.
Ooh, I didn't think of that song, but yeah, there you go. No, but seriously, that's what I. It's a whole
Take care
concept.
of yourself.
Yes,
first.
you can never pour from an empty jug. When the jug is full, then go right ahead, pour it in different flavors.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
That was so good, Darshini. I absolutely had so much fun filming this and hanging out
can
with
I
you
end
as
it with my
usual.
favorite Nigerian song, please?
Okay, sure.
Okay, listen. Wait
Let's
a
hear
minute.
her favorite Nigerian song.
Wait a minute. You think you'll be watching your YouTube channel? Can you type in?
Tagging on my YouTube, I'll be like, it's technical. I think African food should be a thing.
For me, everything about Nigeria is everything about Africa is just happy, happy, happy.
Yes!
By the way, I do acknowledge Africa is a continent and not a country, like unlike other people. But my point is, it's just such a happy, happy thing. Coming on. You're the one I want though before my liver starts to fail.
Hey,
You're
good
the one
lyrics,
I
girl.
want though before my cassava starts to heal. Like seriously, I am like every time I listen to this, I'm like, cassava starts to heal. How is that possible? But never mind.
But you know what cassava is, right?
Cassava isn't that the fruit that you? Cassava is the chip.
Given the lyrics, girl.
Well, one day I'll go to Nigeria.
We have to go to Nigeria together. And if we ever go to Nigeria together, we'll make a video about it.
Oh yeah. I don't know whether I'll ever come back, but yeah, it's okay.
Maybe we'll just hand you over to some Nigerian prince. You know?
Alright, okay.
That's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's been learning and fun, and anytime I'm around Darshini, that's the way it is. We're laughing and whatever. So you guys get the drift. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a...
And then subscribe below. That's right. I don't know. Everybody does that.
Because I was going to say give us a thumbs up, and I saw you do this, so I was like, okay.
No, then subscribe below. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, subscribe below. Darshini told you. And don't forget to leave us a thumbs up. Subscribe below, Darshini, and send a share to your friends. And until my next video, guys, I'm NdatseNdomo on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, YouTube here. Love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Is she making faces while I'm doing my introduction and stuff?
I'm trying to help you. I'm like, follow her. Follow her.
Follow her. I don't know if she'll. Are you one of those private pages on Instagram?
No.
Follow her and see all her escapades. She travels around the world.
Randomness.
Her job is the definition of living the life. So follow her. Anyways, until my next video, I'll see you guys. Bye.
Hi.